And action.
Jackson.
We'll get that later. What's going on, guys? And welcome to Sons of Cinema, where one of us has a face for radio and the other one has a voice for print. I'm DJ. This is my tag team partner, Rex. What's going on?
Oh, we knew this day was coming. We knew this was happening. The boys.
The boys.
The boys did it, boys.
The boys did it, boys?
The boys did it, boys.
I'm about to... see, for those of you not playing the home game...
Not playing the home game.
Playing the home game. Rex and I are referring to the Amazon Prime series The Boys.
Yes.
Which features Carl Urban.
Yes.
And the whole show is about corrupt superheroes.
What? Say it couldn't be.
And I say it ain't so. What's interesting is I recently put Rex onto this.
Yo. I finished this thing in almost like 2 sittings.
I came over. Me and Rex were going to go over show notes for an episode, from one of our recordings. And as we got food, we're sitting down, we're eating, and I turned to Rex and I said, "You ever watch The Boys?" He goes, "No, what's that?" I'm like, "It's a show on Amazon Prime, worth it." Because Rex also had recently seen Watchmen, and he was not quite the fan.
I finished that, and I'm still not a fan.
So we watched the first episode. It was about, 8 something, maybe 9 o'clock at night?
Something like that, yeah.
So
it was getting late.
We watched the first episode. Now, mind you, Rex had no idea, because Rex doesn't watch trailers. He had no idea what the show was about. And we're watching, and things are happening, and then he lost his mind when Carl Urban walked on screen.
Yes. Need more. Yeah.
And we proceeded to watch the rest of the episode, and he's like, "Wow, that's not bad." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to head out. I had work in the morning. Rex was off." So I go home. Next day comes, go to work, leave work, come to meet up with Rex for recording. We go to pick up food before we record, and Rex goes, "You've damned me." I'm like, "What do you mean? You know what you did." I'm like, "All right, do you realize how much that does not narrow that down?"
Yo, what he did was awful. Let me put it this way, folks. The sun came back up.
He watched... No, this was what was funny to me. Rex, you watched it what? You watched up to, or you finished episode 7?
I was halfway through season.
Right, he was halfway through episode 7, thinking there was still a whole lot more show to go.
I figured it was at least 10 episodes.
And we looked it up to go see that there's 8 episodes. Rex could have been finished by that night.
Yeah, I really could have. But I was like, nah, I'll save another 3 episodes for another day. I just assumed it was 10. I was wrong. And by that last episode, I need more. I need more. More.
It was a perfect timing of me to show you this.
Yes.
Because come September 4th, again, at the time of this recording, come September 4th, we are supposedly getting season 2 of The Boys.
Yes.
Now, what's interesting is I want to bring up this fact. During the Comic-Con at home.
Yes.
All right, which essentially is everyone's just watching videos of people, Zoom calling each other.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I was at always mess up her name. 1 second. Aisha Tyler. For those of you who may know her, she's one of the she's the host on Whose Line Is It Anyway, or has me and Rex know her, the voice of Lana from Archer.
Lana!
Danger Zone. Inside joke, folks. Sorry. So, during the interview, they reveal by the producer. Mind you, one of these producers, I didn't even realize, Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen.
Yes.
All right. They reveal that they've already been greenlit for season 3. All right.
Sí, señor.
Rex is hyped about this because seeing how season 2 hasn't come out and they've already greenlighted for season 3, this is deja vu for me. because I've been watching. You know, I have been looking forward to The Boys since I've watched all the press junkets, all the trailers, and all that stuff. Season 2 got greenlit before the show even aired.
Really?
Yup.
Wow. I didn't even know that. That is epic. Yo. They knew they had a show so good on their hands. Yeah, we're going to give you season 2 before they even could show it. Wow. That's
why I would tell Rex to be careful. Because
Bravo.
need I remind you, there was a dark universe movie cinematic universe planned before The Mummy showed. Then we saw The Mummy, and it was all like, yeah, no.
The difference is I own The Mummy, and I don't own The Boys.
Oh, I don't even know if The Boys are available. Or at least I don't think they're available in that cool collector's edition Stranger Things style way.
You know what? I'll wait till they're all, when the whole series is done, and then pick it up one time. Like, I will. Like, I wanted to buy the Mr. Robot Blu-ray set.
Copy.
I looked at it today, and it's just so much bigger than the regular Blu. Like, in height. It's so you say your standard Blu-ray is about this big. Mm-hmm. It's actually, so I'm like, I can't fit it on the shelf. What I'm gonna do? Staple it to the wall?
Wow, somewhere. Yeah, that's the only thing. Need I remind you? You have a bust of Caesar for was it? That's not the trilogy. That was like the last one, War of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, no. The bust of Caesar was for Planet of the Apes. It was the first two.
The first two. Okay.
Not War of the Planet.
You know, you've got this beauty over here.
Yeah.
Over on that side of the room, you have Nakatomi Towers for the collector's edition of Die Hard, your favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah.
You also have a T-100 exoskeleton hand of the Terminator for Terminator 2. You have a collection of things you can't fit in there.
Yeah.
Am I missing it? Oh, yes, I am. I'm missing the coup de grace. Your Blade Runner 2049 collectors. Germany collectors set.
It's not even sold in America. Actually, yeah, and here's the problem. I was looking at on Amazon the other night, and I'm like, I gotta get a glass shelf for these. And I can't just put up a shelf. I need glass shelves. And should I do one glass shelf or two? I still don't know. Because I have two there in the corner, but it's like I could do one across and I could do a second one across, but it's like no one would see the second one, but I would know it's there. But if I put one, I got to do a lot of logistics and a lot of thinking on this. But that's a lot of money on shelves.
Yeah, I'm sure. Pushy. Sorry. Allergies are up today. So, personally, again, I'm looking on the positive on this because I love this show. The moment when they greenlit season 2, not only did they greenlit season 2, when the show aired, they quickly went into production quietly. They didn't even advertise like in production. After after the first couple of weeks, they're like, "Here's the first shot from season 2," and it was majority of the cast looking at the camera, covered in blood, giving the finger.
So you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if they did that for season 3. Get it out of bang it out early.
Well, seeing how the Toretto's virus.
Well, the thing about the season 3 thing is it doesn't surprise me that it was greenlit, especially so quickly. I mean, it's a slam dunk.
Yes.
It's you can't even fault them. And the thing is, they're gonna drag this franchise out for as long as they can.
So what you're telling me is they're gonna do is just like any TV show,
pretty much. But the difference is, unlike Game of Thrones, this is based on a book where they actually have an ending. And from my understanding, it's pretty damn good. Unlike Game of Thrones.
Well, I don't know about the ending in the book, but the ending in the TV show was less to be desired.
No, Game of Thrones, they still haven't had an ending. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's right.
That's why they just yep. I never watched Game of Thrones, but I know
I did.
I know what was his John the Crippled or whatever. I don't know, folks.
John the Cripple.
What was the one that won?
No, the youngest brother who was crippled in the first season became the king.
Okay.
The king of the
what was his name?
Oh God, I forget his name. It wasn't John.
Oh, something to cripple. There's from what everyone told me. I don't know. I had no interest in the show. I could care less because you call it Game of Thrones and you hype up dragons, and I heard there was almost no dragons in this series at all.
No, there was quite a few dragons, quite often. To the point that actually by the end of the show there was only one.
But back to my point. One of the things I was wondering though, when I was reading this, it's something about like they were doing the what they called it Prime Rewind or something like that.
I think it's like one of those behind the scenes looks at the shows because I believe they did the same thing either the Jack Reacher or Bosch.
Yeah, Prime Rewind. Because I'm wondering, is it going to be like Mr. Robot, where they're going to have a breakdown and analysis of the series of the previous episode of the episode that just aired, or are they going to do it something like Sons of Cinema? I mean, Sons of Anarchy, where you can call in, speak to the actor, speak to Dave Carter. You can talk to people. That I was a super fan of.
Hadn't noticed
of Sons of Anarchy, and I would the one funny thing about that, every time you watch those Dwarves commercials. All hail the drinking man. But they would have the show, and right after the show would be the after show, and you could call in live, and they would answer your questions live on TV while you're speaking to the actor.
Sounds cool.
Or actress, or director, or cast member. Still not okay over Opie, but you never watched it, so you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I'll get to it, but it's just one heavy show at a time. I just finished Breaking Bad. Great show, and actually, I gotta give it a lot of credit. That was a perfect ending. Yeah, that was ideal, and from a person who's loved the show like Dexter, that was the ending Dexter should have gone out on. But they didn't. They decided because, honest to God, from what I hear, what the initial ending was planned, but because Showtime was, we're not killing Dexter. We're not killing Dexter. Spoiler alerts: Dexter never dies. Not that he's immortal or anything, but the way they ended it was very lackluster. From what I heard, they initially planned. Oh my God, it was so much of more of a better ending.
Really?
Yeah, they were essentially going to chase Dexter down to the point that it came down to him, like in the very first episode, he goes when he's talking about Miami, he's talking about this place over here, you get pulled pork sandwiches, my favorite. And then they went into detail showing that he's in jail having a pulled pork sandwich, and you realize that's his last meal.
Okay.
All right. They would have gone. Oh God, it would have been so good, but they didn't do it. They dropped the ball.
That would have actually been pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And I kept watching because there's one show I kept thinking about a lot when watching Breaking Bad, and it was called Weeds.
Never watched it either.
I neither have I, but
it was essentially
it was this woman selling marijuana, trying to make ends meet.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I needed.
Yeah, it's just like Breaking Bad, but apparently at the end of the show,
just no meth.
Yeah, no meth. But apparently at the end of the show, weed becomes legal, and she was able to turn it into like an empire. And I was like, for the love of God, don't let Breaking Bad turn into this.
No.
So, yeah. As long as it doesn't overstay its welcome. Because there are shows that I love, like Supernatural, that I think it's way overstayed its welcome.
Is it still going?
It was supposed to have been already ended. But
like 10 seasons ago?
No, this was supposed to be its last season. But because of the Toretto virus, they didn't even have a season finale. They had an episode and we'll be back in a couple of months, the mid-season, and then they decided okay, we're actually going to hold off, and then the remainder of this season will air in the fall when we can record the final episodes.
Oh wow! So it's still
which I had to put off because I believe Jared Padalecki, he has been casted into the new Walker Texas Rangers series at CW.
They're bringing that back.
I don't know if the roundhouse kick is coming with it, but they're bringing it back. All right, that got pushed off, and that's going to come out early spring, to my knowledge. So, yeah.
Really?
All right, but I am truly looking forward to Boys season 2. To the invisible. Wait, I can't say this word. But
his memory.
And that's our show, folks. I want to thank everyone for watching. Do us a huge favor: hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Leave a comment telling us what you think about The Boys coming out. You know, are you excited about season 2? Are you happy they've renewed it for season 3? Do you think it should have ended at the season 1? Let us know what you think. I've been DJ. He's been Rex, and we are the Sons of Cinema.
Peace. Yeah.
Did you forget for a minute which one we are? Like, we're the Sons of... Wait, think.
Buffering. I was buffering on
buffering.
that Sons of Anarchy, and I was like, wait a minute, no, that's a different show.
I thought that you were doing that on purpose. I was like,